Hello, beautiful souls. My name is Sarah Ariana, and in this video, we are talking about detaching from the matrix now, why that is so important, and the tools that can help us do so. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Let's dive right on in. Currently, we are in a transition phase from August the 13th to September the 22nd. And in this transition phase, there are some of us that are experiencing a rewiring in our nervous systems. We went through a huge transformation in the Lion's Gate. And in this transition phase, needed time to adjust to the frequencies that went through us. And now another transformation is upon us, starting on the equinox on September the 23rd of 2023 to the solstice, December 21st, the 22nd of 2023. We are going through a very potent transformation time. And the message that comes forth now is to detach from the matrix. We know that Earth was created to be an epicenter of information throughout the galaxies, a beautiful place to come to. And humanity was created to be the peacekeepers on Earth, to bring peace and resolution to the galactic wars. Along the way, we know that this universe that we are in is a free will universe. And there are beings that are very highly intelligent with genetics that altered humanity's original DNA from a 12-strand to a 2-strand. And since that took place eons ago, humanity has been controlled with structures and systems in place that kept us sleeping. However, now specifically during this time, from 2012 to around 2030, 2033, is the Great Awakening, the wake up for humanity to detach from the matrix. You may already know this information. Humanity was kept in control through fear and chaos, and this is what was created on Earth. There were wars, our food changed, every part of what we watched through the media, what we were taught, what we were fed, took us away from our true power and remembrance. However, that has been changing since 2012. And since then, there have been waves upon waves of souls that have been waking up. What's interesting right here and right now is that it is so important for each one of us to take responsibility to detach from the matrix. Now, what does that mean? Every time we are in the emotion of fear, worry, or doubt, we feed these highways of emotions that then feed the ones that are currently controlling the world. And as we detach from the matrix and move into our hearts, move into a state of love and higher frequency, we no longer feed those highways. And this is the time right now, whenever you come across this video, to detach from the matrix and for each one of us to take responsibility of our emotions. Now, how do we detach from the matrix? How do we let go of all the fear, the chaos, the worry, the doubt? It is by going inside. It is by sitting with yourself and looking at the emotions. And also this book, Humanity's Guidebook to Ascension. This is channeled information, specific, high vibrational love information to aid you in detaching from the matrix. The first part is 10 very simple steps to guide you on a practice to implement in your life to empower you. And this will help you detach from feeding those highways of emotions that no longer serve us. However, this is a practice. This is not an easy solution. This is not a wave of light that comes in and all of a sudden you're enlightened. Each one of us needs to do the work, and it is so worth it when you can get to that other side of longer moments of joy and happiness. It's everything. And why do we need to detach from the matrix now, specifically in September of 2023 and beyond? Why is it so important now after we've been going through this for centuries of being controlled, of sleeping? There was a dream that was shared with me that I'm going to share with you now. This is a warning. It can be triggering for some souls. In this dream, there was a large event going on. And this human had a bowl of pasta. And this pasta, if you looked in the bowl, was clumped together. So this human lifted up the pasta, and it was humans. And they had to pick off each human, and they would eat each human. And I know this is disturbing. When I tapped into and asked, what does this dream mean? The information came forward from the divine and my highest self. This is to be shared to really show us what is going on, to really show us it is so imperative and important right now to take ownership of our feelings and our emotions and to be in a state of love and high vibration.
For just as the dream showed us, there are lower vibrational beings that are feeding off of humans' emotions, that are in the state of fear, chaos, or violence.
And again, if you feel like you're drowning your emotions, it's too much with all the releasing and clearing, you can also ask your team of light, your highest self, you, for assistance and guidance. You can do this in the morning, setting a very clear intention that you were in need of assistance at this time to help release and clear what is no longer needed and to aid you in this transition. And then be open to what comes forth. If it is a healer, if it's a book, if it's a piece of information, be open to it and place no time frame on it. And you do not have to repeat your heart-centered intention over and over again. Once is all that is needed. And then trust the process. Trust that the information will come to you when it's time. Trust that that book will come right into your lap. Trust you. So yes, it is a time of transition. For some of us, our nervous systems are getting rewired. And for those of you that need assistance,
the Quantum Transmission Healing for Empaths audio recording is now available on my website at sarahariana.com.
And in this quantum transmission, it was a pleasant surprise. The divine healers came forth from star systems and assisted in healing to the nervous system. And right here, right now on Earth, it is so important for each one of us to release the fear, release the chaos, release the worry and doubt, and release following another leader. For each one of us has the power within, and all the information you need is inside. And the more that we tune in to our hearts, to our emotions, magical experiences occur, synchronicities, epiphanies, and the picture, the bigger picture, becomes clearer and clearer. And you enjoy the transformation. You're grateful for the transformation. You're grateful for the process. For those of you that are struggling at this time, please know that this divine community supports you and is here for you. There are so many of you beautiful souls that support others that are having difficulties in your comments. I thank you. And on September the 23rd, 2023 is the equinox. We transition into the fall in the Northern Hemisphere. We transition to spring in the Southern Hemisphere. And on this special day is the Equinox live Zoom event. To register for this event, you can click on the link below in the description box. This Equinox live Zoom event is to prepare and assist our energies from September the 23rd to the solstice as we move through and flow through another massive transformation. For we are detaching even more from the matrix, moving more into our own empowerment. And as this occurs, aspects of ourselves, there are other parts of ourselves that are living beyond Earth that we will connect with, and for some of you, you already are. Know that you are doing an incredible job. That's why you're here. You're part of the family of light. You are here to transform this current vibration into a higher vibration as we move into the 5th dimension and beyond. You are a warrior. You can do this. And you have the tools that can help you and aid you. I thank you all so much for being here, and leave this video with river energy. My family and I were on a walk, and may this river energy, the water energy, help soothe your energy and soul at this time. Blessings of love and light to all. Namaste.